Here we are. What is this? This is technically episode 6.
I mean, yeah, if you count the Boss Cider episode, which we did not.
Yeah.
We lost it in the fray of things, everyone. I'm so sorry.
Yep, that was our bad.
Too many people died last year.
Oh.
So, what are we doing today?
Okay,
Eric?
today we are going to do our Inkcarceration Festival recap.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was a hell of a time. So before we even go into any of the scripture thing, what was your overall experience for that?
I loved it. I think it was one of my favorites. No, it was probably my favorite festival experience of all time. I've only been to one other one, so it's like it's not that hard to do that. I will say the other one had Metallica, which is like my all-time favorite band, so they're not going to beat me there. But the show itself, for one of the bands, which we'll get to in a little while, was the best like stage show I've ever seen. And as for the festival, amazing. A lot of bands I didn't know, a lot of bands I learned to like just by listening to them. Just as you can tell from our preview show, there's a lot that I was like, oh, this is going to be awful. A lot of them were good. A lot of them did exactly what my expectations were. Never saw Nailed Shut, so you guys are fine. Sorry.
You heard them.
Yeah.
You heard them.
I heard them, but their stage show could have been
I'll be honest
amazing.
with you. They weren't as good as I thought they were going to be live. Like, their album sounded a lot better, or the song that we listened to, sounded a lot better.
So, let's kick off with Friday. We get down. You guys picked me up at like midnight?
It was midnight, yeah.
Jesus. We go down there. We make the campground. Guess what? What happens to the campground? It's closed.
Okay, so let me verify. So what had happened is we went down. We had a fourth buddy. His name's Andu. I called the campground in advance Thursday morning and said, hey, I have someone that's part of my 4 that's coming down early. I said, I'm still not going to be there until very early morning Friday. I said, but he still has to get in. So what happens is when you go to this campground, so as soon as your reservation happens, if you're not there by the time they leave, they're supposed to take your envelope that has your pass and stuff in it, and they're supposed to pin it up. That way, when you arrive without the hours, you can go and grab it. So what had happened is, and you got there at the end, so I think he got there at 9, he said, so they were trying to close. They just showed him to the campground, but that got misconstrued. So they thought they gave Andu the key, even though I asked them not to.
Well,
and then the key was inside. So when we got there at 4:30 in the morning and we're forced to sleep in the car,
which wasn't that bad of an experience, let's be honest.
I bet it wasn't.
I slept like a baby.
Yeah, I bet you did.
For a very short amount of time.
You got a solid 3.5 hours?
Yeah, that was something. I mean, it was something. It still wasn't enough, though. Because
yeah, no, for sure.
Andu came and got us, what, 6, 7 a.m.?
It was 7 o'clock, yeah. Jesus. Me and Brandon had gotten 45 minutes of sleep.
And then we are off. We get our campsite set up. We get ready to go. We show up at, what was it, 11 something that morning?
Yeah, we got there it was like 11:15, but because that line was so goddamn long.
It was long. But it moved pretty quick. I felt like half hour we were in line. Not long.
Half hour, 45 minutes, yeah.
Got to hear a few bands. What was that band that was playing when we got there? It was like, was it Dark Divine or something?
Yeah, was it Dark Divine?
I don't know. It was some band that no one's going to remember. I'm sorry, guys. We get in. We have 3 stages. We have the main stage, which is the yard stage, which is where I spent a lot of my time, to be honest, because the best bands obviously are going to go there. The Redemption stage, which had some pretty solid bands too. And then the Infirmary stage, which seemed to have some issues throughout the day. I don't remember which day that was. I think it was Saturday.
What stage was it?
Infirmary, the smallest one.
Oh, yeah, that was Sunday they were having issues.
And that was for that Kingdom of Giants.
Yeah.
Having some issues there.
Yep.
So with Friday, we get there. I did not wear a hat. It was sun baking. I was burning my scalp. Andu he's bald, so I mean that dude's scalp had to be bad.
Cooking alive.
No one's prepared. I felt like the first day. I'm just double fisting waters and Powerades. I don't even take a sip of alcohol. Your brother does. Probably too many sips. And then we start listening to bands. So the first one that I can remember, because I know we missed Crossbreed,
Yep.
was Cultist Black on the Infirmary stage, I believe.
Yep. And we didn't stay long to watch them. We watched like a couple of songs.
We didn't. But from what I heard, you guys rocked it, Cultist Black. I liked it. You had some good energy. The crowd seemed to be getting into it. It wasn't one of the bigger performances, but for that stage to open up the show for me, I like Cultist Black. What were your opinions on them?
Yeah, they were solid. Like I said, I knew they were going in. I knew they were going to be good because the whole Michigan Metal Fest thing. Yeah, I liked it. They had a lot of energy. I don't know how the hell they wore black like they did. You know
they
what
were
I mean?
Covered in.
Yeah, covered in paint, man. That's all they covered in
paint. Yeah.
Except for the singer. The singer was smart and covered himself in white.
Yeah, in white paint. Then, obviously, we move over to... I think the next thing I remember is going to the yard stage and seeing Afterlife.
Yep, that's the first one I have jotted down, yeah.
So what was your thoughts on Afterlife? Because I know that we were talking about it while we were there.
I thought they put on a hell of a show. They did. Like, they... for me, not knowing who the hell they were, I was into it.
They stuck out to me for sure.
Yeah, they were fun to watch, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna say the thing that I want to say just because I don't want to be falsely accusing people of stuff. But yeah, there was just one thing that kind of turned me off. If you remember what it was.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
But
yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna bring that up. Just
I'd say that's a maybe though. We can't be 100% on that. So yeah, it's best not to. A few times looked like they may have been like some sound coming out when their mouths weren't moving, but not entirely sure on that. So Afterlife, we are not saying you lip sync. We're just saying that sometimes it looks like you do.
It did, yeah. But we enjoyed your set. We overall we enjoyed it. You
good
guys,
show, though.
yeah, you guys sounded great. You looked great. Everything was awesome.
And then what do you got next for what we were looking at?
So what I remember is I believe Brandon and I split for a second to go watch like Moths to Flames.
Yep, I did not see them.
Yep, and they were badass, and I knew they were going to be. But what was funny, I think the thing that stuck out for me. I mean, granted, they should have played later, and I can't believe they were on that little stage, just because of who they are. Like, if anything, I would have seen them in Afterlife switching. Like I said, not taking away from Afterlife.
I know who like Moth to Flames are.
Yeah,
so.
You know what I mean? They're just a more well-known name. Like I said, good for Afterlife for being there, but they definitely should have been swapped with like Moths to Flames. And my favorite thing is on top of their set just being badass, like the singer was just trying to move through the songs and stuff. But he called it out. He said, this is the reason right here why we're never invited to play these things. He's like, because we go crazy and you guys go crazy for us. And it was nuts, dude. Area was completely packed, dude. And I don't remember seeing one part of that whole like area at the infirmary stage that wasn't moving when they were playing. It was nuts. You people crowd surfing, like it was nuts.
Which, yeah, I did miss a lot of that. I mean, based off some of the shows I saw and how much I heard about, like, Moths to Flames, I'm assuming it was pretty big. Yeah, the next one that I don't remember Holy Wars. Yeah. I do remember Dark Divine just because the guy's makeup was really...
Yeah, he had the two-colored eyes and
stuff,
too.
Yeah, it was pretty unique.
Yeah, they weren't bad because we were watching them on the screen. They had the screen of them playing.
Because they were on the Redemption stage, weren't they?
Yeah, they were on the Redemption while I think we were waiting for After the Burial to go on, if I'm not mistaken.
Dark Divine did pretty good, I thought. Stage show, at least. I don't know any of their songs. El Nino did not show up that day.
They didn't, because remember when we were trying to get gas at 4:30 in the morning,
the news alert for the
global
news alert outage.
Yeah. So everything went down, card reader wise, flight wise, everything was down.
I thought
we
were going to have a nightmare time.
Yeah. Yeah, I was terrified.
A lot of flights were canceled though, so El Nino was one that did not show up that day. We would meet them again later. Kingdom Collapse. I don't remember where they were.
I think we missed them.
Okay, no, that makes sense
because they were over on the infirmary stage during After the Burial. We were watching After the Burial while they were playing.
And After the Burial, I do remember because they were pretty good.
Yeah,
like, better than I thought they'd be.
Yeah, especially for that genre of music too.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed that. So, I'd give them C plus, B minus on them, like compared to me thinking D prior. Like really impressive. Don't remember Biohazard. Veil of Maya. You guys did go see Veil
We
of
did.
Maya. What did
Yeah.
you think of Veil of Maya?
So, I was more intrigued than Brandon was.
Okay.
The music was on point. The music sounded badass. They were shredding. Everything was tight, on point. But the singer, man, he was a very big letdown. Like his singing was not in pitch at all. Like it was not good. And then even his screams, like where he's supposed to be doing a high, he's doing a low. Like he did a lot more lows, but you could tell his voice was starting to give out too, which is why I think is what we heard. Because I don't know if they were in the middle of a tour and he was just wore out or what. But
Yeah,
even
like they've got quite a few shows.
Brandon got
going after.
pissed. That's all I know because they were playing his favorite song, and that whole build up to this breakdown that Brandon loves, he just botched the whole thing. Everything was wrong, so Brandon was like, "Fuck this, I'm out of here." And then we ended up leaving.
He did end up showing back up. I'm like, thought you were going to see Veil of Maya.
Yeah,
You only want to talk about it.
yeah.
So, speaking of disappointment, probably the most disappointing band of at least Friday, probably the whole thing to me, was one I've seen prior to this, and that was Mushroom Head.
Agreed.
Really just didn't, like, it felt, like, lazy. The whole set seemed lazy to me. A lot of, like, the excitement wasn't there. I thought it was just me, but watching it with you guys had the same exact reaction I did.
I think what it is though is Mushroom Head's not like they were playing middle of the day.
Yeah.
So a big thing with Mushroom Head too is their light show. You know what I mean? They got the water drums, and as the water drums are going, the lights are all doing
Which
crazy
would've been,
stuff.
yeah,
you know what I
very
mean?
cool.
So I feel like the guys on the water drums really weren't putting as much into it because I feel like they knew that their part of the show kind of wasn't like a big deal because you couldn't see what was going on. But regardless, being in a professional standpoint, being in a festival like that, no matter what, you should be playing 100%.
I don't necessarily believe they weren't trying their hardest. I think it's just maybe just didn't come off as
And
their
they could
best
be
show.
just portrayed as that. Yeah.
Yeah, because they were still. I saw the water drums going. That was cool to watch.
Yep.
It might just be too that like last time I saw them was 10 years ago. They're older now.
When they're in their prime, yeah. I mean, and none of the members are the same. You know,
Yeah, it just feels...
Jeffrey Nothing was there. That was cool as hell because, like I said, that threw me and Brandon through a little bit. Who the hell's this other guy? Where's the female singer? You know, so they were playing all these old songs, and I was like, oh, fuck, that's Jeffrey Nothing, you know? So...
Okay, yeah.
But the level for me, though, so... I feel bad I don't know her name, but the female singer that they have now, it was cool because Jeffrey kind of left off the stage when they were going into the newer stuff. She came out.
Yeah, that was cool.
The tempo of that just killed because they were playing like a weird ass soft song, and I was like, damn. Like at that point, I was ready to walk away. Like it kind of ruined it.
We did
walk away. Yeah, we did.
So, yeah, wasn't super impressed by them at all. Bad Wolves, I was
Get me going.
more interested in them than I thought I'd be.
Get me going, dude. I am on the same page.
Yeah,
They were badass.
They were. Not the Bad Wolves that I remember from the radio. Let's just say that.
Like when they were playing some of those songs, I was like, "What the hell?" They were playing some heavy ass songs.
Yeah, dude, they are not who I thought they were.
They were screaming, and I was like, "Who? This is their song?" Like I was, baffled.
Well, and
it was so good.
I was confused because the singer of Bad Wolves did not look like the one from the video. He is not a bigger black guy. He is a white bald guy with gold grills or something.
Yeah, grill. Yeah, yep.
But he did good. Like
he was phenomenal.
Really good.
Yeah, very good front man.
He was. Yeah, he was tearing it up. Killing Me Slowly was really good. They did, of course, Zombie.
Yeah, they ended with it.
Which
was
was
hell of a way to end their set.
Yeah, it was awesome. Your brother didn't realize that was a Cranberries song, so we had to hear that all weekend long afterwards.
We're all sitting there laying in bed, and you just hear...
Oh, dude, he just wouldn't stop playing it. Like, not even the Bad Wolves version. It was Cranberries. I'm like, dude. He's like, dude, this blows me away. I'm like, dude, this is old news. This is from 2018. Yeah, man, this is crazy. This isn't their song? You sure?
Yeah.
No, man, you're listening to the Cranberries. I'm 100% sure it's theirs.
He's so funny, dude, when he finds new shit.
He just was all weekend.
So before that though, because I came over. Oh no, I'm lied. Because right after Bad Wolves is where I broke away from you guys
to go see Attack Attack.
To go see Attack Attack, which was badass. You guys missed it. Like I came back while you guys were watching. Like I came right at towards the end of the Chevelle set. But let me tell you, dude, Attack Attack. Thank you. That's all I'm gonna say is thank you. Like they kicked ass. Like last band on the Infirmary stage, dude. They went right out. Like, there was not even, like, a dull moment. They came right out and were like, what the fuck is up? And then, bam! Like there was a 60-year-old lady sitting next to me. Because at that point, I was kind of burnt out. Because when you're running on 45 minutes of sleep.
We were all tired.
I was sitting down. I finally got my spot at a picnic table. And this lady was being all weird to me the whole time, you know. And then finally, she stands up. I stand up. And she was like, oh, is it go time? And I was like, yeah, you know it. And then they came right out playing AC-130, dude. And I was like, fuck. And it was so good. This old-ass bitch stands up on the picnic table, was going nuts. Like, that's how good these guys are, dude. I'm telling you. They played all the bangers. I mean, they played some new ones. The new ones were really good, too. Like, I never heard two of them. I can't remember the name of the songs, but I did end up finding them when I got home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to, next time we go to something like that, I'll have to catch them because
they were fun, man.
Saw Chevelle.
You went and saw Chevelle.
I had fun with it, man. I like Chevelle. They did not play the clincher. Weird decision. But they did play Vitamin R. Yep. They played a lot of the songs that I know.
I actually walked back, Attack Attack set finished, and when I was looking for you guys, that's the song that they're playing, Vitamin R, as I was looking for you guys.
So you kind of got the best of both.
Sea of people.
Yeah. I did like Chevelle. I felt like they could have had a better show. I'm sure that's not their best they've ever done. But Chevelle's only 2 people. That's cool to know. I didn't know that, but your brother, that's something he found out as well. He's like, dude, that's only 2 people. Had to hear that all weekend.
Well, they hire a bass player, right? That's what they do. They hire a bass player to play, whatever. If they have a tour coming up, they'll hire.
Yeah.
But they're never permanent.
But no.
See, I wasn't impressed with Chevelle.
That's what your brother said, too. I liked him a lot, but I would say that, based off of my expectations, a little bit below.
I think, my thing is just the in-betweens were annoying. He kept doing this thing where he kept hitting, on the head of the guitar, he kept hitting the string. After every fucking song, he would just, and it'd make a weird-ass, eerie noise, and I'm just like, God, I want to fucking shoot my head.
Say freak. It works with it, man.
Yeah. Hold on, and before we move on from Chevelle, yep. I absolutely hated how they played 3/4 of Red with just this dude singing. There was no band, there was nothing. It was this dude, and he wasn't even singing on time.
Your brother complained
dude,
about that too.
That pissed me off more than anything. I was like, that's the one song that everybody here knows, and you're gonna fucking do that shit? I get it, you thought it was gonna be cool, and some people probably did enjoy it.
I did enjoy it.
I did. But, dude, you gotta at least sing the shit on time. And then when you're playing, you also gotta drop that bitch to a clean. He was just raw string. It was like we were listening to...
Did you say he was raw dogging it?
Yeah, he was doing something.
It was his red rocket.
Okay, that's all I have.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna agree on Chevelle, I can tell.
Yeah.
So let's move on to Poison the Well.
I have nothing to say.
Yeah, I heard them from far away. I'm glad I was far away. I'm going to go with that. I'm not a fan of Poison the Well. I'm sure they're a great band for those who love them. I am not one of them. But if you guys do, I'm sure you'll get exactly what you look for. Because people were pumped about Poison the Well. People loved them.
I don't, and I do not get it, dude. I don't. I still don't.
Yeah, I was looking online after the fact, and a lot of people were saying it was one of their favorites of the whole performance. So, if you like Poison the Well, go see them. Because... they're exactly what you want. If you don't like them, it's not going to change your mind. Chimera. Another one that got a lot of...
oh, I do have them in here.
Lot of people who like them.
Yeah, so, like I said, I'm not a big Chimera fan, but they do put on a good show.
It was a good show, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan either, but they were
crowd
good.
Control. They're really good at crowd control. And then pretty much their crowd control was fucking beat the shit out of each other. That's what it was, dude. It was mosh pits galore.
They were.
And I know I saw some people online from home that were bitching because someone threw up like a fucking 2-minute clip, and everyone was just standing there, and I was like, well, yeah, like, you know, it's Friday, you know, like they weren't.
Yeah.
It to be honest, I mean, for being real, like the first when I saw them, obviously 10 years ago, they had way more energy, but even they said they're like. We don't do this that often, you know. They don't even.
Yeah, they don't tour much.
They don't tour anything. Like they pick a festival out like once every 5 years, and like that's about it, you know. Okay. So.
No, they're okay. Not something that I have like a whole lot of like to say about.
Like I'm not gonna go download a bunch.
Yeah,
but they were there, you know.
Then we get into let's look at Machine Head because we didn't actually see Machine Head really.
We didn't.
We heard them. They were at the other stage, and we saw the videos of them. What did you think of that?
We were prepared for the Offspring.
We were. I don't know if I think the Offspring went first.
No.
Oh well, the Offspring came up. So sorry, Machine Head, you're not going to get a lot of time on this.
You're not.
We didn't see a lot of you.
No. Okay. So one thing I will say about my Machine Head before we move on, their flames. They had a lot of cool
pyrotechnics.
Pyros. Yeah. That. Yeah.
I just don't know any Machine Head, so I was like, I'm going to get a good spot for the bands I do know.
But I do know, like, at one point, and this wasn't the first band, I felt like I was just like, dude, hurry up and end your set.
Yeah.
That, like, okay,
that's
cool,
exactly what I was thinking, too.
Cool. Like, they just kept coming back, and I was like, go away.
Yeah. Because what did you think of the Offspring?
Dude, I love the Offspring. They were my Friday night.
They were my favorite band Friday night.
Dude, they were fun as hell. Very funny. I'm glad I got to see them finally, because, yeah, they very crowd interactive. I love their comedy sketches they do on stage. I like how they get everybody involved, but I do also like how they pay attention to the crowd. Like someone ended up getting hurt.
Yeah, they stopped
and
the
then,
whole show.
Yeah, a lot of people were like, "Oh my god, and he was like, guys, we're still gonna finish the set. You're not gonna lose an ounce of time." You know, that was cool as hell to me.
Yeah, it was. The obviously their vocals and everything aren't exactly where they used to be. He can't hit all those higher notes, but he still does it pretty well.
Yeah.
Giant beach balls in the audience. You felt like you were just like having a good time with those.
Yeah.
They came out to what song was it? It was damn, what is the name of the song though? It's gonna okay, well whatever. We'll think about it.
You're gonna go far, kid?
No, because they finished their set, and they're the only band of the whole weekend who came back to an encore.
You're right.
The only one, because they didn't close the night. I'm assuming Ohio, down in Mansfield, Ohio, has like 11 o'clock curfew, you're done.
Yeah.
So it's hard for people to do like an encore. So with that, they were the only ones that obviously did it. They did You're Gonna Go Far, Kid, as their encore. Now, that is an important song to me. That was the first song my oldest daughter ever listened to as a little baby when we got in the car. So it's always holds a special place in my heart. So it was really cool hearing that one live.
That's awesome.
And it's one of my favorites. And then they closed it with a second song, Self-Esteem, which I forgot about till I'm like, wait, they didn't play that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they have this song.
Which is like their biggest song ever.
Yeah. So which makes sense why they would come out. See, that was what I loved about their set is like they played all their bangers. Like they didn't leave
one that I can think of. It's the one about like someone dying too soon. I forgot what it's called. It's the damn, what is that one called? See, I'm doing terrible with the names today, but
and by the way, I do want to correct myself. I just looked it up. These guys were before Machine Head, yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
You're right.
Oh, it's called Gone Away.
Gone Away? Okay.
Yeah, they didn't do Gone Away. Kind of a sad song. Does kind of brings the mood down, so
that's probably why they didn't play it.
Yeah, it makes sense. But no, in general they played like my friend's got a girlfriend or boyfriend and he hates that bitch or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
A lot of fun stuff like that. So if you like the Offspring, go see them.
See them.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Even if you don't like the Offspring,
you're gonna have a good time because Dexter and Noodles were just having a good time.
Yeah, dude, that's really it right there. Those two's connection was.
They look like friends that just did this for a living, which they do, but like they still enjoy it.
Yeah, after all these years, it's still like the best thing they could ever do.
That leads us to the finale of Friday night, which was Breaking Benjamin.
Mm-hmm.
You refused to go up there with us. We
I
went
was
up to the front.
Yeah, I was dead, dude. At that point, dude, it was 9:30.
Yeah,
I
you
had
were
been
tired.
up. I had been up for 40 something hours with 45 minutes of sleep. Like I was done. I just went up and I sat up by I sat by one of the concession stands. Dude, I just
It
sat
was fun. No more Breaking Benjamin songs than I thought I did.
there. Yeah, me too.
And he brought his son out on stage.
Yeah, that was one of my highlights, dude. I thought that was cool. And like he didn't just bring him out; his son played
The
every
whole set,
single
yeah.
song on guitar, and he did backup vocals. And
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
the
cool.
coolest shit. That was the coolest shit.
Son's name is Benjamin, which was also cool.
Yeah.
So he was breaking in Benjamin
Yep.
in a way.
I loved it. He kept showing appreciation too. He kept like he's like I bet you everyone's wondering why he's up here, and he's like he loves this stuff. Like come say hi, say hi, talk to him and stuff. And that kid was like didn't skip a beat. He's like, what's going on? You know, I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
that's
He's gonna
cool as shit.
Probably following his dad's footsteps.
Yeah. And at that young of an age, dude, that kid's got to be. There's no way he was as old as my kids.
I think it was 14.
Was he really?
I think that's what they said. It was 14 years old.
Really? He did not look that
Yeah,
old.
like he looked smaller than.
Yeah, I thought he was like 7 or 8.
Oh shit! I don't think so.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
why, dude.
entirely
That's why I
sure.
was so blown away, man. I was
mean,
like, damn, look
anyway.
at that kid.
"Blow Me Away" was also a badass song.
It
during
was.
that one. Like they did really good with a lot of it, and they did close out with "Diary of Jane,"
Yeah.
which I did not actually like that as their last song. It just did not have it. That seemed like more of a middle song. I would have done something different, but that's on me. They did have fireworks at the end, which made it really cool, like a whole little right at the end there,
right off the
red.
top of the stage. It was
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
Stage was kind of dark though the whole time.
That's my only complaint is like there was no light show. There was no and like I said, I'm watching from far away, so I'm trying to see what's going on. And like from far away,
it was
usually you
very
can,
dark.
you know. But yeah, you couldn't see what was going on from far away. That's why I was just kind of like, you know, I was just trying to enjoy what I could enjoy. You know what I mean? And I was just like, I wish they would turn the lights on for a second or something.
But a great stopping point for Friday night. Like,
Yeah.
it was a good. And then we go to leave. My back hurts. I'm tired. And we come across this sound coming from the grass. It is a band. Silly Goose. And we're walking by, and he's like, "Everybody open up this fucking band." In the middle of a fucking parking lot, dude.
It was, dude. Yeah, they set right up right when you walk past the train tracks because we were over in the orange lot. They were like right past like the tent entrance. They were going
Dude,
nuts.
they were ready to go from Atlanta, Georgia. Silly Goose. I looked them up the other day just because I'm like, who are these guys? They actually have an EP or whatever. Like they have quite a bit of stuff. Like, I don't know much about the music the first day we were ready to get the hell out of there, but I do remember looking over and they did have people in a mosh pit and they were all dressed like little wizards,
Yeah,
like colorful wizards, dude. I don't know what was going on.
that's awesome. Yeah, I remember. Every night we were kind of just trying to get the hell out.
Yeah, we were. It was,
But it was funny though because every night they didn't play Sunday night, but even on Saturday they're like, "Stop walking. We're gonna be the greatest band you ever know, and you're gonna miss us, and you're gonna regret it."
They were, dude. They were very confident in themselves. But,
I like their confidence was badass.
oh yeah,
to
it
me.
was fun. It was fun that they gave you a little show after the concert as you're walking out.
Breaking Benjamin co-headlines with
Silly Goose. So we go back to the campsite. We sit around the fire, take showers, crash.
hard.
Next morning, do it all over again.
That's right. So now we're into Saturday,
Go get breakfast,
which was amazing. By
Yeah,
the
he
way,
showed us a good spot. I forgot what it's called. It was like it was like two names.
Alley in something's corner or something like that.
Was it? It was, yeah, like Alley in someone's corner cafe or something.
Yeah, in Shelby, dude, it was amazing.
Yeah, Shelby, Ohio. Like, if you guys like are going to this festival ever in the future, stop there because they had great food. And
Yeah,
really
decently
good service
priced too.
Yeah. So that happened, and then we head back to the festival. Got there earlier because Saturday was the big day for everyone,
Except for you.
except for me. But it was a pretty good day.
It was a great day, and you know it.
So we get into the festival.
We
And-
actually split ways, actually. This is the first, like,
We spent most of the day apart.
yeah, like a solid half of the day. I don't think we re-met up until about 4 o'clock.
No, Andrew and I took off one way, and you and your brother took off another.
Because that was the heavy day, baby.
It was. I do remember I had to shit like a racehorse. So I go into a urinal or stall, porta potty, if you will. And I'm next to the infirmary stage, so I get to hear Hunt the Dinosaur while I'm taking a crap.
It's awesome.
It was music to crap by,
Dude,
for sure.
I'm so mad I missed them. I'm so mad I missed them.
I felt like I was given the same show in the bathroom, so wasn't a fan of that. But after I was done, I would head over to the yard stage where you guys were watching Upon a Burning Body. So that band was probably the biggest surprise of the whole day for me.
Amazing, dude. If that's, dude, that is how you, dude, everybody after that point was fucking riled up. They were so badass.
I have never, and I don't go to a lot of shows, so anyone who goes to a ton, like, you've probably seen this. They come out, last song, you guys all walked away. I think it was Andrew stayed with me. You guys had to catch someone else.
Yeah, the Acacia strain.
Yep. So I feel like I made the right choice here. This guy comes out with a goddamn Texas flag, and he starts talking about everything bigger in Texas, starts waving it.
He says, I know we're in Ohio,
Yeah.
but right now we're all in Texas. Yeah, baby.
So big in the Texas stuff. I remember when we previewed this that I thought they could be good. They were really good. So they start two mosh pits, just like I see them swirling, dude, like little baby tornadoes, and they're going like it's fucking like twisters in this bitch, and then they form together, dude, and they make one giant hurricane pit, dude. It was awesome to watch. Dude. Dust is flowing in the air. You feel like you're in an old western with a Texas flag flying, and dude, I felt like I was gonna fight the Alamo, dude. It was so cool.
Yeah.
So that was my highlight for that band.
So, see, I feel like, so my idiot self, as I was taking my notes down, I erased the schedule. So I just remember I was trying to go off of lineups from the poster because, so I'll go into the Acacia strain because, god damn it, they were so good. I've never gotten to see them. And I'm glad I did. It was awesome. Like, pits were huge. And it's funny because, like, this dude is such a big dude, but he's such a kind dude. You know, like, he like speaks kindly, and then all of a sudden he's like, beat the shit out of each other, you know, and then their music starts. But towards the end of the set, he goes, deadass, I'm deadass right now. He goes, someone crowd surf me a cheeseburger. He goes, I'll eat it right here on stage. I'm fucking hungry.
Did they do it?
So they play like 2 songs, and then all of a sudden you see this people's hands up, and you're like, what the fuck's going on? And then he was like, holy fuck, a burrito! Like that, and someone actually got him something.
Nice.
But then the song after that, I think it was their last song, he goes, oh shit, it's a hot dog, not a burrito, but I fucking love hot dogs.
That's good. The way to adapt to the audience.
Yeah, dude, it was awesome. It was so fun, dude. They were fun to watch. Because I feel like, I know I went into them, but I feel like before Upon a Birdie went on, but oh my god, Upon a Burning Body went on, me and Brandon separated to go watch Traders.
You did, yep. So I knew there was a reason you went over there first.
Yeah, Traders was over on the infirmary. And let me tell you something, dude. I love Tyler. He's their front guy. He's so funny, dude. Like, he's just this tall, gumpy dude. And so so first when you walk up, he's kind of hanging out in the back. His hair's all up in a ponytail. But then he walks around the drums for a minute, and this motherfucker is rocking some blue corduroys with a tucked-in Stone Cold Steve Austin t-shirt, dude, with sunglasses on, and he's just nodding his head, looking at everybody filling up, and walks back behind the stage. And then they finally come out to start playing. He takes his hair out of his man bun or whatever, takes his glasses off. And it was funny because, dude, he didn't even fucking around. He walked out and he was like, "Get out, yeah!" And then everyone's like, yeah. And then they slammed right in their first song. It was so badass. But then, like, after, like, every song, because we didn't catch their whole set because Upon and Birdie Body was starting and we didn't want to miss them. So,
Yeah.
But the first, like, 4 songs that we watched, people would walk away after every song. He's like, where the fuck you going? He goes, this is the prison yard, bitch. You get the fuck back here. We're running this, bitch.
Not on the infirmary stage or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll give him props, though. If you're wearing corduroys in that heat, dude, holy
was.
shit.
And his shirt stayed tucked in the whole time, too. He's awesome. I follow him on TikTok and stuff. He's just a funny dude, man. Like, I love his shit. He's always wearing a Stone Cold shirt, though.
Nice. Yeah, didn't really see them. You guys were also over there for Chelsea Grin.
Yeah.
How was
Yep.
that?
So they headlined that stage over there. They were nothing short than amazing. Like, I liked it. I feel like Tom, which is their front guy, I think he meant to dress like 50s, you know what I mean? He had like the khakis with the tucked in white fucking t-shirt, but the way he shaved his face and had his hair slicked, he looked like Freddie Mercury.
Really?
Like, dead ass. Like, I was like, why is he dressed like Freddie Mercury? You know, so that's what I assumed was happening the whole time. I was like, yeah, he's dressed like Freddie Mercury, you know, but dude, they slammed. Like, so phenomenal. Like, that was probably my favorite set of watching them, because, like,
Oh, because you've seen them before.
I've played with them before.
You have played with them before.
Yeah, way back in 2008.
Nice. That's crazy.
Or 2008. So, yeah, I've seen them plenty of times. I actually got to meet Steven when he was playing he filled in for bass for a Muir one time, and he's just a cool, humble dude, man. I got to talk to him and stuff.
Yeah,
and
I've
actually,
seen him.
dude, they're amazing too.
I know
They're actually their drummer, from when he came back, is actually the drummer for Chelsea Grin now. Like, believe it or not. So he was actually the one playing drums for them. I was like, and he was so good, dude.
Yeah, I didn't get to see them, but I did hear you guys gave them pretty high regard. We did at some point. I'm going to mention this now.
Do it.
You guys were coming from the infirmary. Andrew and I were coming from the other side, and there was a huge traffic jam, man, like crazy, to the point of like. Actually, you were with Andrew.
It was
I
mixed.
was with
Yeah,
your brother.
yeah, that's where we got mixed up, because and then a lot of people were getting hurt because they were trying to rush these people to the emergency tent, and this guy's like, "Get the fuck out of the way!" Like, they're trying to split it up. But finally, they put a fucking gate up.
They did. The next day was a gate the whole day.
And if you got caught walking down the wrong side, they had patrols on each side, and dude, they would yell at you like, "Don't be stupid."
Yeah, the Inkcarceration Fest, definitely they were adapting very quickly to whatever was needed. I will give them that. They set up a pretty good show.
Yeah, I thought security did great the whole time.
I did too. I thought they were great. We
Shout
saw a
out
few
to
people.
security.
Yeah, I saw a few people get taken out. The one guy, fucking pussy.
Yeah, what are you gonna do, you fucking pussy?
As he's being led away in handcuffs. Like, dude, get out of here.
Here, I'm going to touch on a band, because I know this was the last band that we saw before we all met up for the rest of the day. And that was All Shall Perish.
Yes.
I was glad that they came back, because I thought their set was badass. They opened up with Eradication and just blew the fucking doors off, like, right from the beginning. It was their come out was pretty weird, because it was like some like trap song, I don't know, and it was just
I didn't know what to expect with them.
Yeah.
I did see. Yeah, I was there with you guys for All Shall Perish, and they were good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna.
Eddie was dressed in some weird stuff, though. You know, like, I don't know if it's just because, you know, he's super famous now with the whole like Suicide Silence thing now or whatever, but he was just wearing some real goofy shit. Like his boots he was wearing, I was like, what is he wearing?
Dude, everyone was wearing goofy shit.
That is true.
All weekend.
That
it
is
was
true.
crazy.
Whatever, dude. That metal community's great.
It was. Then Fit for a King as well was
Yes.
that day. Actually listened to them a little bit on my way up here today. They were good. I was pissed at them, though.
Yeah, because they didn't play your song.
There's one song that I just love.
And it's funny because, dude, I'd never been, since they released that album, they've never not played that song. Like,
Well, and I figure you got to push some out to make room for the newer ones. But, like, that one, dude,
yeah.
I want to hear that one, man.
Yeah, I know. They didn't play Locked in My Head. Fit for a King, you let Jesse down. You let Wolf down.
Man, what the fuck, dude? I was telling
So,
them about you.
my input on Fit for a King is they were actually not one of my favorites for that. Like, for that whole festival. It's probably my least favorite performance by them. And it could just because the set just felt rushed. Like, it just felt like we have to go. You know what I mean? big positive thing for me, and I know people are gonna be like, "You're such an asshole." What was good for me was the fucking bass player wasn't sitting there fucking spinning his goddamn bass the whole fucking set. He actually played the set.
Does he usually
Normally, yeah, if you watch videos, like, usually it's their highlights too, you just see him spinning, and like his bass is just ripping around. It's like, dude, will you just play? Will you just play the damn bass? You know what I mean?
You're doing too much, man.
Yeah, like, and there's a such thing as too much, and like this time he did it a couple, like he did like a double spin, but then it was like it timed perfectly for a drop, but they were doing cool shit, like him, and like I saw a guitar player roll off his back and stuff, like they were doing fun things, but like I said, set just felt kind of rushed. Yeah, that's kind of my throwdown. Like I don't know, they just seemed like they just felt rushed, and just felt like, I don't know, I felt like they kind of didn't want to be there a little bit.
Yeah, maybe tired or something.
Yeah, and I know they are in the middle of a tour, but
I think most of these bands are. Filter did not make it.
They did not.
Another one that was affected by the outage. They never did show back up, but instead El Nino did.
And that, dude, huge props for them, because they fucking canceled Friday, and there was a lot of people pissed. So the fact that they figured it out, they're like, hey, we'll play. Like, we want to play. You know what I mean? Like, that shows, like, hey, we actually do want to do this. Like, they
were fun. I don't think they're, like, amazing, but El Nino was the first one where Andrew, our buddy, he has never been to a festival before. Yep. This was his very first metal concert, let alone festival.
Yeah.
Him and I were in the crowd for El Nino, and a pit started nearby. He was looking at it. He was going to stick his toe in. He was like, oh. And Andrew, if you've ever seen this guy, which no one listening probably has, big guy. Like,
he's a big boy.
You just throw kegs for a living. He farms beets by staring at them and just making them grow. This dude does not fuck around.
No.
And
he's not like a big tall boy, but he is a big boy.
No,
like,
he's a farm boy. Like,
yeah, he's farm. Like,
my boy,
100%.
Man. You're a grown man, Andrew. If you ever listen to this, I never called you boy. But yeah, he's looking at it. He's like, like you can see he just wants to dabble. And that brings me to, because El Nino was good, but I don't have a whole lot to say about him. It brings me to Seven Dust. So Seven Dust gets up there, and so I've seen Seven Dust before. I think this one was better. I think the frontman was just a lot of fun. The band started going. They start dust kicking up everywhere. Like, that was the dustiest performance, which seven dust. I get it. They had to spray water into the crowd. Like, it was getting really hot. Yeah. Some guy offered me a bottle of what he said was water at first. I'm like, that ain't water. And he's like, nah, it's vodka. I'm like, snuck that in, didn't you? I took a sip. Probably not a good idea, but I'm not a 16-year-old girl, so I'll be okay. I had Andrew next to me, so I wasn't getting raped. He was not going to let that happen. Yeah, he would have. And then Andrew got into the pit, and he looked lost at first, but he started like running people. Dude, people were trying to push him, and they just bounced off. Yeah. Dude, just like big guys were trying to push him, and they were just bouncing off him. Man, I'm like, yep. Once he gets that down, he's gonna be knocking some sons of bitches to the ground. Which he would later, but not in the show.
Yeah, because he got hurt, didn't he?
Andrew?
Yeah, didn't he get hurt in that pit? Like, scruff his knee and didn't get hit in the face?
No, but all the dirt moving around, he came out of the pit and just, his mouth was caked in mud,
dude, that's what it was.
Like, his tongue, his teeth. I'm like,
yeah,
oh. I'm like holding this water bottle. He's like, that was fun. Yeah. I'm like, dude, you look like you just had a mud pie, bro. Yeah.
He's such a good dude.
He is. He's a great dude. But that was a fun one. And then we got Hollywood Undead. What'd you think?
Ding, 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 ding. They were a lot better the first time I saw them with Falling in Reverse and Papa Roach, because I was like, holy crap, these guys are actually really fun. They're good. They're funny. They were funny. They were good still. It's just, I felt like once again they were, kind of rushed, because they're used to playing 45 to an hour, and they were forced to push 30 minutes. So I feel like there really wasn't a lot of in between stuff. Like, they started to, like when they pulled that one guy up on stage, but even told him, he's like, hurry the fuck up, dude. We ain't got a lot of time. You know what I mean?
So we're gonna regret this.
Yeah. He's like, I knew we were gonna.
The dude's like saying hi to everyone on stage. Come on, man. What the fuck? Like,
but they came out and they played all of the songs I liked by them. Yeah. They played they were like the first 3 songs. I heard every song I liked. That's why I think that's when me and Brandon decided to go see Chelsea Grin was at that point. Yeah.
And they were fun. I did like them. Probably one of my least favorite of the whole festival, just because, like you said, there wasn't a lot of time.
Yeah.
And they seemed like someone with, like, if they can get an intricate set, they're going to have a lot of fun with that. Like, you're going to have fun watching them do their shit.
Yeah. And once again, too, they're very light-based, because I don't know if you saw the 2 palm trees. Usually those are lit up, and that's a big thing. You got to have the light show.
And a lot of the shows, like a lot of these acts, because it's summertime, I mean, pretty much the last act is the only one in pure night.
Yep.
So the next one I want to talk about is As I Lay Dying.
Mm-hmm.
So you can lead this, because this is your favorite band of all time?
So I'm biased, obvious reasons. But their set was phenomenal. I like their stage setup was pretty cool too. It had a lot to do with their new. I'm assuming it's going to be the artwork for their new album. But yeah, they played Burden, which was awesome to see live. I've been wanting to see, like, ever since they released that song. I was like, I gotta see it live, you know. So but yeah, they always put on a hell of a show. Every time I see them, like, once again, wasn't let down.
Yeah, you're random the whole damn time.
Random for Saturday. So actually, before As I Dying, we were on our way to Chelsea Grin after Hollywood Undead, and we're walking by, and out of glimpse of my eye, I see some hair bopping. I'm like, holy fuck! I said, that's Levi. And Brandon, who's fucking shit faced, is like, Levi, who? We don't know anybody here. I'm like, dude, Levi from Miss May I. He's like, you didn't see him. I go, dude, he's right fucking there. So Brandon's like, let me go see. And he starts fucking drunk wobbling all the way up, and luckily this chick stops him. And then they're taking a picture together. Then Brandon's face gets all big, and he stares at me like, you know. And he walked up, and he fucking talked to him. And I was like, son of a bitch. I should have, dude. Well, my thing is I didn't want to interrupt them. You know what I mean? Because when you're in that point of fame, like, that's got to be annoying. Like, you're just trying to get somewhere. And granted, yeah, it was his choice to walk through the actual festival instead of cutting through. Because, you know, damn well, he could have just cut backstage.
Go through.
But he did walk. But he was with friends and family who I'm sure they probably wouldn't have let back there, because he was with like 3 other people, 4 other people. Yeah. I mean, mainly he was on the way over to the stage because As I Dying was coming on soon. Actually, he walked over. They took a picture together. Ryan made it out to the crowd. I didn't even see him, which is the bass player for As I Dying and Miss May I. So, but yeah, so that was a cool little thing for.
That is cool.
Saturday.
Yeah, he got to meet the singer, right?
Yeah, the singer from Miss May I. Yeah, so that was cool as hell. I mean, they're from Ohio, so that it makes.
They're
sense.
from like Mansfield, aren't they?
They're from Columbus. Yeah,
so pretty close.
Yeah, pretty close.
So
yeah.
No, that's cool. I was hoping you were going to tell that story. I was going to leave that for you.
Yeah,
because I was not there for that.
So yeah, that was a cool highlight. Like I said, I'm pissed off that I didn't go talk to him, but like I said, I'm just that, you know, if I was in that situation, I wouldn't want to be bothered.
Yeah.
Where Brandon was just fucking shit faced and didn't give a shit.
Didn't give a shit. No, that's just Brandon.
Because he did after Brandon said hi to him, like his speed picked up. Like he started walking pretty fucking fast. Like
yeah, but at least he took the time to say hi to people. Like, that's
and Levi's cool, man. If you ever watch him or follow him and stuff, dude, he's a very humble person. So
nice. So back to As I Lay Dying.
Yep.
I know we took a little detour.
Sorry.
No, it's your band, bro. This is the one that you were waiting for.
Yeah, they were the. I'm not gonna say they're the best. They definitely weren't the best band on the night. They were up there.
But they were really good.
They were really good. I'm glad that you enjoyed them. Andrew was in heaven, too. Andrew was just like...
He did, yeah.
He did not look away from the stage at one time.
No, dude. I looked away and saw, like I said, you had the shit-eating grin the whole time.
Dude, I do, man.
They're so good. You're, like, bopping to it. Your brother's crowd surfing.
Yeah.
Taking his diabetic shit off.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going.
So, that was fun to watch. And then we go to I Prevail.
Yeah.
They did Blank Space.
They did play Blank
Space.
For
all you Taylor fans, and then he bitched about playing Blank Space.
He did, and that was, dude, that's what pissed Brandon off. He was like, did he just bitch about playing, did he just say he absolutely hates the song but knew he has to play it? Like,
I mean, that's probably what he's really thinking on account of, like, that's not his song. You get famous for a pop song. That'd be kind of like...
And how many times have you played that song since release? See, I think they released that, almost 10 years ago?
Close to, yeah. But it did get him to where he is, so it's good to stick to your roots. But you shouldn't say that to the crowd. I feel like it doesn't really.
Yeah, you shouldn't speak that out loud. Yeah, I mean, because I bet you a lot of people are thinking like Brandon, like, dude, fuck you. That song is the reason you're here right now.
Yeah, otherwise you probably wouldn't have been found, because that's why they got popular, right?
Yeah, it was that song that got them. That
that's the only one I knew from them. They had Lizzie Hale come out for a short amount of time. That was pretty cool.
Yep, and which is weird. You never see that. Usually, if there's a band playing like later than you, that person won't come out. I've only seen it one other time, and that was when I saw Fall Out Boy with Plain White Tees and Gym Class Heroes, because the front man for Fall Out Boy does that one song, Take Your Clothes Off or whatever, with Gym Class Heroes. Yeah. So he would it was stupid because you would see him do that part, then he'd run off stage, and then when that part would come back out, he'd run back out into it.
He's weird as shit. Too.
Yeah.
I love it. But I Prevail didn't impress me at all. I'm going to be real with you. So I don't really have a lot else to say about I Prevail.
Yeah. Which then leads us to Hailstorm.
What'd you think?
I thought they were fun. That's for sure.
She has fucking pipes on her, dude.
She does. She can sing, and she like made sure everybody knew that too. Like there's a lot of points where she was just like overpowering everything with her voice.
Dude, so
like,
good.
And she's good at guitar too. Like
they honestly, the whole band is pretty
yeah,
talented.
they're all pretty talented. I was more when Brandon pointed it out, or I guess she's the one who pointed it out first. She was like, make some noise for my little brother behind the kit.
Yeah,
because I was watching him. I was like, dude, that drummer's fucking sick. Like he's sitting there doing like
bouncing the sticks
yeah,
off.
Yeah, just bouncing them off of everything, spinning them like fucking crazy. I was like, holy shit, you know. And you tell
he was good. RJ or something, I think his name is.
Yeah, yeah.
And
so
then
they were fun.
Yeah, they pull out those big old.
That was a weird one.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
and
they pulled out. There was like 4 floor toms, and the whole band ended up like going out, and they were all playing this.
Yeah, dude.
Thing
Drums
on
were
time.
a huge part of Saturday.
They were.
And then she goes back he goes back and he takes out because he's dressed like Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
And he pulls out fucking like giant baseball bat looking damn drumsticks.
Yeah. Well, that was his drum solo. Yeah, because he finished his drum solo up, and then he pulls out these drumsticks that are like 6 feet. No, I guess they weren't 6. They were probably like 4 feet long.
They were
though.
massive, yeah. Like,
But he was legit playing them. Like,
yeah, dude,
like,
he was
holy
good,
shit.
dude. He's probably one of the better drummers in probably rock right now.
Yeah.
She played all the songs. Like, she did hit after hit at the very beginning. Your brother was like, dude, I don't know anything from Hailstorm. And then she played one. Oh, shit, I know that one. Boom, played another. Dude.
Yeah.
And then, damn, that's them? I've always thought Hailstorm was very, very musically good. Lyrics are a little lame. I feel like her lyrics are just not very... At least the older lyrics. She's getting better as she gets older. Or they are. I don't know who writes it. Great sound. She did get the I Prevail singer to come out because they have a song together. Don't know why he's in it. Honestly, I didn't care for the song. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Yeah. Because it was a screamer, too. Like, it was weird. You had the guy who does the screaming, and I Prevailed.
Yeah, he didn't really
doing
add
singing
anything to it. It was just... Honestly, the song's just not very good, I thought.
Yeah.
But in general, amazing. She had probably the best energy of the whole damn night.
Yeah.
Like, she just was very... Like, she looked like she was proud to be there.
Yeah.
And I think she works harder being a woman, maybe? I don't know.
That could be it. Like, she has to try harder.
She feels like she has to try harder. But honestly, like, I feel like Hailstorm is past that whole, they're a woman band.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's way past that now.
The whole woman band thing's, like, really big, right?
It is right now,
like,
but I feel like Hailstorm is, like, not even, like, I don't even think of, when I think Hailstorm, I'm not like, oh, that's the chick band. I'm like, that band's badass. Like, they're pretty good. Like, there was a time when I thought that way about them, but they've gotten so good now that I feel like they're rock stars.
Yeah.
I thought they were good. I've seen them before. I think they were better this time. And then we go to Killswitch Engage.
Oh, yeah. I forgot all about Killswitch Engage.
How could you forget about Killswitch, bro?
I know, dude. How can you forget about Killswitch?
What they open up with, Eric? Or Badge.
You know what's funny? I don't remember.
You don't remember? Well, shit, dude. Now, wasn't it My Curse?
Oh, they did. Yeah, it was My Curse. They opened up with My Curse. Yeah.
We didn't stay for the whole thing because we had to
did.
get a better spot at the next show, which we'll talk about. But
Yeah.
what did you think of Killswitch? Is that the first time you've seen them?
No, that I've seen them. That was my third time. I've seen them with Howard. First time. That was a cool ass show. The first time I seen them was with Whitechapel. 10 Years. Snot, and then it was them. Or no, sorry, not Snot. Job for a Cowboy. Sorry. And then I went them. And then after Howard left, I saw them at Dirt Fest a couple years ago as we were leaving. So I didn't really get to like enjoy their set, but they were the only band playing. And it was loud as shit. But they were Killswitch, like point blank. Jesse's got growing on me a lot. I hated it when he came back because when
Yeah,
I
so
got
used
into
to
them, I was a Howard fan. You know what I mean? And that's Howard's band now. You know what I mean? Like you're the dumbass that left. You know?
Even though was he like sick or something?
Yeah, he was sick. That's why he left.
Just
But
dumbass
still,
fucking leaving with your
yeah.
sick ass.
Well, he
self.
shouldn't have got sick. You know? I'm just I'm just kidding.
Fuck you, Jesse.
But no, he's grown on me. Yeah, I thought he did great. The songs that were Howard songs, he sounds more. He sounds like Howard when he's singing them, so it makes the songs a little more enjoyable. Yeah. Like he hit those notes like damn near perfect. You can tell
They kind of look alike too. Like it almost looks the same. I'm like, dude, is that Howard? And you're like, no, man, that's Jesse. I'm like, oh, why didn't they have Howard? And you're like, dude, Jesse's the original guy there.
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't know that. So like, this is the first time I've heard Jesse sing it, and they did really good.
Yeah.
Not as excited for them as I thought I'd be. Like, it wasn't as good as I thought. Like, by the time they played the end of Heartache or anything, we were already on the other stage, so I didn't really get a good look. But we got really far up for the next band, who is
Godsmack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They killed it, dude. Godsmack was.
that
God,
was
they
fun.
were badass, dude. They were sweet.
So the first takeaway I had from them was completely different from Breaking Benjamin the night prior.
Yeah, there was
Not dark.
so much.
Everything was lit up.
It was lit up like dude. Everything. I feel like they always had that. It was like
White lights everywhere.
Yeah, white light was always shining out. Well, that's what he said too. Is I want to see them. I want to see them. I want to see them. Like that's what he kept making very clear.
Oh yeah.
My biggest takeaway was when because they had a lot of interesting moments for their set. But
They did.
But my favorite part was when he said, "Put your phones away. We're gonna act like it's 1995 before all that shit existed." And he said, "If you're a man," he said, "be a man. Grab the girl next to you and throw her up on your shoulders." So while he's doing that, all these chicks are pulling their beauties out, and you know, boobs. Yeah. So what made me laugh about that was as they're all doing that, the cameraman's got the camera on him, and he looks right at the camera guy and goes, "What the hell do you got the camera on me for?" He goes, "You should be filming that. That's far more interesting than what the fuck I look like." Like, because it's just a sea of chicks with their tits out, and the camera guy's like, bam, like right on Sully, and he was just like, "What?" And then you see him because the cameraman doesn't change the angle. You see him just shake his head like Jesus.
Yeah, they did open up with a video of their like past. I thought that was really cool, like them when they were younger, touring together.
That was a cool beginning to the set. Like it was a whole like the life, you know.
They opened up with Bulletproof. Was it Bulletproof?
I think it was.
No, Legends Never Die.
Legends
or whatever, that Legend song. God, I don't know a lot of the newer Godsmack. I loved them as a kid. They were my favorite when I was a kid. So.
I'm gonna be honest. We watched so many bands this weekend. It's hard for me to know
remember.
when what band played what.
But I will say, when they were having all the girls get up on shoulders, dude. So this guy next to me picks up his girlfriend, right? He's holding her up there. Looks like she's like looking down, like, "Hey, can I take my top off? Can I not?" She doesn't. So she's not taking her top off. Sully, the singer of Godsmack, wants them to keep them on their shoulders the whole song.
Yeah.
This guy ain't doing that.
No.
he's getting tired. Like, his girlfriend's not like a heavy girl, but she ain't like.
Yeah, she wasn't.
She's over 100 pounds. Like, she's not like, it's not something you're gonna want on your shoulders all night. So he eventually lets her down. Fight breaks out, dude. She walks away from it. Like, that's gonna be a thing later. So that was pretty funny. We had a bunch of other people crowd surfing near us.
Yeah, that was rough, man. That was
the worst crowd surfing. Like, by worst, I mean, if you go up to the front, you need to expect that, right? Like, we were at the front. People are going to be crowd surfing. We weren't getting a lot of warnings. People were getting dropped on their
dude.
heads.
Someone headbutted the shit out of me. They were just dropped right on my head, and it dazed me. I was like, oh, shit, I'm going to pass out.
And there's one 300-pound guy that should not have been crowd surfing.
Look it, and I'm not against crowd surfing, but goddamn it, there is a weight limit, dude.
There is.
There's a damn weight. There's got to be, man. You got to be respectful. Like, and that's not me being a dick, but dude, you got to understand. Like, you have people like me that I mean, I'm a pretty good guy, but dude, like, I'm surrounded by people who are a hell of a lot smaller than me, and you're relying on me.
You're taller too, so like, there's sometimes when people come by and you would have their
it's all me. You know what I mean? So, like, you're counting on me to make sure you're not hitting the ground. Well, guess what, buddy? You're like 300 pounds. I'm not that strong. you're
Just
like,
bench him
I'm
right
gonna need
over your head.
assistance, so you're gonna come down, and I feel bad because all these little people around me are like, fuck, like they're about to be crushed.
They're all hiding under you like
They are, dude, and that's what it was the whole time, and it was just annoying.
So some of the things that like I didn't like about it was the fact of they were sending multiple people at once. Like, just I saw 4 at one point coming at me. I'm like, I can't do all this.
They were colliding, like
In the
people.
air, yeah.
They were colliding into one another. Like that's how bad it was.
2, people were like not being warned ahead of time, so they would run into the back of people, or they'd be thrown into gaps where there's nobody there to catch them.
Oh yeah,
which hurts the crowd surfers.
Yep.
3, if you did catch them, like I did or you did, like I sprained my wrist at one point. I saw people next to me, and I think I did this a few times too, not on purpose, but like there were so many coming, I had to get rid of them real quick.
Yeah,
I would
you
throw
just
them, and that's not how you're supposed to do
Yeah, and you're not supposed to, but at the same time, like, be aware. You see someone launch, count to like 30 or something.
you
know what
give
I mean?
time
Like,
in
you
between.
got to give time. And that's just a respect thing. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna crowd surf, like, you have to have a sense of respect too. Like,
That was my craziest time in the crowd this whole weekend, because we had the crowd surfing, and then to my right, the mosh pit broke out.
literally right there.
So I was in the mosh pit for a quick second, just trying to like get out of it, because I'm not Andu. Which Andu was like, "See ya." He put his water bottle down and took off. He started
like,
knocking
"Here."
bitches down.
And that was the other hard part for the crowd surfing too. Is like
getting
I
put
was
to the
holding
pit.
Andu's shit. So I got all these people, and the problem is there's a gap around me. It's not like there's a lot of people around me. So like, I'm your only hope. My hands are full, so I'm sitting here like trying to carry people with my knuckles. You know what I mean?
It's funny too, because you had like the backpack. You looked like the dad taking his kid to
I
an
did,
Avril
dude.
Lavigne
It
concert.
felt like that. It felt like that.
You're like,
Here, Dad, hold my stuff. It's like, oh yeah.
doesn't
yeah.
know any words to the songs. You're just like humming along, just bobbing your head slowly. That was what you looked like, but you were helping with it. I could see the frustration on your face that whole set. Missed a lot of good songs because I was paying too much attention to other things. They played Voodoo. Awesome.
And all that is I learned and because that night was it for me too. Like when we got done, I was like, dude, I am so dead from 2 full days
tired,
of just getting, because Offspring was just as bad.
It was. I will
Offspring
say
was bad too.
Godsmack with the pit and everything though was just was a different
there really
level
wasn't a
to me.
pit during Offspring.
No.
But yeah, when you got a pit going, you got people falling on you. Like,
I just wanted to enjoy it at that point. I'm like, damn. And that's, like I said, that's on me. I went up towards the front. Like,
yep.
if you don't want that, you need to sit in the back.
Yeah. So word of advice, crowd surfing does happen. It's a part of live music, especially at metal festivals.
Yeah.
So
Just make
if
sure
you
you're doing it responsibly.
yeah,
too.
be responsible. If you're crowd surfing, be respectful, man. Like, pace yourself,
Cross
time
your
yourself.
fucking legs. Dude.
Yeah, cross your legs, cross your arms. That's how you properly do it, man.
Dude, that one kid that kept coming through, kept just kicking everyone, flipping everyone off. I'm like, dude, why
Yeah.
have you not been dropped yet? Like,
So, hey, you want to go to a story, that Kill Switch Engage concert I was talking about? There was a group of like 6 or 7 dudes. They all showed up in big-ass construction boots, and that's what they would do during Kill Switch. They'd be coming over, and as they're coming over, they're kicking their fucking feet down and kicking. Dude, some dude caught me in the side of the face, and I remember, dude, it pissed me off so bad. I remember reaching up and grabbing him as he was going away, and I pulled him back. Everyone stops and looks at me, dude, and I started punching this dude in the dick. I swear to God, dude. I hit him like 5 times, and you hear this dude go, like, done. That dude didn't crowd surf the rest of the night. Like, hell yeah, dude.
I wouldn't either.
Well, because I was watching them the whole show. Like, when Whitechapel was playing, when Job was playing, like, they were just, you just see him kicking down. And when I seen one of the dudes go by, and he didn't kick at me, but he started kicking up front. And then, like I said, this one dude just caught me in the side of the face with his boot, and he was like, ha ha ha, like laughing, dude. I was like, nah, dude, you're done. Like, you're done. That dude didn't crowd surf. So
Dude, that's
it's
ridiculous.
respect, though. That's my thing. It's
respect.
like, don't be a douche.
It's supposed to be for fun. That's
Yeah.
why you don't want to knock the crowd surfers down. You don't want to hurt anybody.
Yeah, because I mean, if you're doing that shit, you're gonna get dropped on your fucking head.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
gonna
do
drop
stupid
you,
shit.
dude. I will grab you and I'll yank you down so you land on
Yeah,
you.
you
dude,
start-
break your fucking neck.
Like that one kid, I came close a few times.
Yeah.
Someone did hit him. I saw that. I don't know what was going on with that, but
So yeah, just be respectful when you're crowd surfing. If you're up front, be ready because people are gonna crowd surf. You know what I mean? That's it.
for sure.
That's
And then
the message.
Godsmack went to a drum solo.
Oh god, their drum solo is so fucking sweet. And I've seen videos, because I've
Yeah.
watched Godsmack sets. But dude, like,
Him, Sully, and the drummer, I think Shannon is his name. I think so. I don't know. But they were going at it, dude.
yeah, It was like the best drum solo I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, they were
Because they were playing the same thing, but they weren't. Like, so, what'd you say his name is Shannon?
I think it's Shannon.
So Shannon's playing on the hi-hat, but Sully's playing on the ride. You know what I mean? But they're playing the same beat.
Yeah.
And then their toms like harmonized each other and stuff. And then at one point, if Sully was hitting the
yeah, it's Shannon Larkin.
yeah, Sully was hitting like the bongos.
Dude, it sounds so cool.
It was sweet, and they would take turns throwing the sticks up in the air. It was badass. So, that was probably the best part of their set for me.
Yeah, it was awesome. And like throwing their sticks up way up, dude. I was so into it. And then they ended. I know they did Awake because they filmed part of their stuff.
Yep,
there
they talked about how they filmed at the prison. Yep.
So that was cool. They did Awake. They didn't do a whole lot of old ones like I thought they might, but like that's okay. They did a lot of other stuff. Like even with the drums, they're breaking into other songs like AC/DC and Metallica. And,
yeah, that was a drum solo. Yeah,
during their solo. But the end, the thing that really got me, and it felt like it made me age really, really quickly, was when they showed the backdrop of all their albums.
Yeah, because they went off stage for a second,
dude,
and then it got dark, and then it went like bam, like a big boom happened, and you seen the banner drop.
Thank you for 25 years or something. I'm like, yeah. It's been 25 years. You guys were the new cool band when I was a kid.
Yeah, you used to love.
I did.
Remember, we were gonna cover. God, what song were we gonna cover when we were in our band in like 8th grade?
Was it Keep Away?
Yeah, it was. It was Keep Away.
Yeah, that would have been sweet. So yeah, it was kind of that moment there where the bands of your youth that were the new kids on the block, kind of, not the band New Kids on the Block, but they have now hit that point where they're the elder statesmen of metal or rock, and I feel like Sully took that like to heart.
See, I was upset like when I saw the banner drop. I was like, dude, they're about to play 1000 HP, dude, because that's what that song's about. It's about you know, when they started out, you know, nobody gave a shit. Now all of a sudden, you know, they're this big ass rock band. Yeah.
I loved them. I've been waiting my whole life to see them.
Yeah, I'd see them again too.
Yeah, another right off the bucket list. So I don't regret that 1 minute. I'm glad they ended the show the way they did, and
yeah. So there we all are. You know,
that was Saturday. Yeah,
walking back out to the parking lot, and then who the fuck was playing?
You better be ready for some fucking Silly Goose.
Yeah, dude, that was funny, dude. To see them, they caught me off guard that second. I was like, damn, they're playing again?
Yeah, you guys just hanging out in the field when everyone goes in?
Yeah, that's so funny, man.
And they were smart about it. They didn't play right at 11. They played at 11:15 to make sure people were coming out at that moment. Yeah. Smart. But yeah, Silly Goose didn't stop to see them again. But
see, what I like though is when we got back to the campsite, we were actually able to, like, after we all got showered and chilled out, you know, because we weren't as tired, you know, Saturday night. We were actually able to sit and chill and kind of just reminisce on the day, dude.
Yeah,
I liked
it was fun.
Yep.
Got to talk some stories around the campfire. Got to have a good time.
Yep. Yeah, it was a good time. And then Andrew actually beat us up Sunday. Like, awake. He didn't beat us up.
If he beat us up, this would be a different story.
No. Yeah, he was the first, because the last, you know, Saturday, we had to wake him up.
Let's go to Saturday night, though, when I'm trying to sleep in that cold-ass fucking tent.
Dude, well, yeah, because Friday night sucked too. Dude, it was like...
Yeah, like when I get up and I'm trying to go to the bathroom and it's down the road a little bit, I'm like,
pitch black.
Man, I'm pissing right out this tent door, dude.
You did, too.
I did, dude. There's people behind us awake. I did not care. I was so cold, so tired. I literally unzipped it a little bit, stuck the little man out, the little monk, and then we got it done, dude. We did it right there. It dried by morning, so it was fine.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I got up and walked to the bathroom.
Apparently, no one would have, but your brother's like, were you pissing in the tent last night?
Yeah, and he thought it was me because he asked me, he goes, did you wake up and piss in the tent? And I was like, no, I got up to go piss in the middle of the night. And he goes, dude, I swear to God, I saw someone pissing. And then you got up and you're like, yeah, dude, I had to piss so bad, and I wasn't going nowhere, you know?
Yeah, you, like, walked to the bathroom in your flippies. Yeah, I wasn't doing that. Then the second night, I'm like, dude, fuck this. I am freezing. My wife, bless her heart, tried to pack me a blanket that was just not good enough.
Well, you know what's funny is when we were shopping, too, I was like, I should probably get a sleeping bag because Andrew's out. Andrew's not even in the tent.
Hammock.
He's
yeah.
sleeping in a hammock in the tree, and he's just good, dude. He's all bundled up. He's like, oh, I slept all right.
Yeah, he's like rockabye baby, like
yeah,
shit.
dude, like, oh yeah. So next time I know I'm bringing a sleeping bag like that. Bring a sleeping bag if you go to Inkcarceration. You're camping.
Oh.
Sleeping bag.
Everyone's listening. It's like, yeah, man, you take sleeping bags when you're
When you
fucking
go camping.
you jackasses. No, that's why I'm like, all right, I see a better air mattress. I see a better blanket. I see someone that I can take it from. Goodbye, Brandon.
Cuddled right up.
Right. Yep. I was like, nah, we ain't doing this. I ain't freezing again. Had better sleep though.
See, I slept with a hoodie on and stuff. I bundled
So
up
did
a
I the
little
second
bit
night,
better.
but it still wasn't enough because my air mattress was close to the ground by the end of it.
Yeah.
I didn't crawl in his bed till like 8 a.m. So it was,
Yeah.
you guys woke me up not long after. So then we moved to breakfast again.
Yep.
Another shout out to Allie and whatever's corner in Shelby. Thank you for a great
Amazing breakfast. Yep.
We love you. Then we went back to Inkcarceration for the final day Sunday.
See, what I like though is we were a little more relaxed Sunday. Like, not all of us were burnt out.
We were so tired.
And it was just like, we had bands that we were like, we're going to see, and we just didn't care. I think we got there closer to noon, didn't we? It was...
Yeah, we were later. We missed a few bands. I know we missed like Kill Streak,
Yeah.
Fight From Within, Hannon.
We got there when Fight From Within was playing.
The Behest of Serpents, did we see them?
Nope, we missed them. So I'm going to go right into this. And here it is. I'm going to be that guy. So this whole weekend, we've been seeing this guy. He's getting on stage with Acacia Strain. He's up there with Chelsea Grin. He's up there with Traders. I'm like, who the hell even is this guy? Turns out it's the front man for Fight From Within.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I can honestly say I don't see I could probably name 10 bands right now that are better than that band. Like I was like this is the big hype. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to be an asshole, but for real, like this dude was, and that's good. Okay, put yourself on a pedestal. You should. My band's the best. That's how. But I'm here to tell you right now, you weren't the best. Like, I was not impressed at all. Like,
I don't remember at all.
I'm not saying they were terrible, but there was nothing. I don't see why they were I don't see why they were so hyped for this festival. Maybe it's one of those bands that just had like a King 810 thing where they just have a solid fan base.
Could be.
But yeah, that's how I'm going to start Sunday off. Like I didn't see the big deal with Fight From Within. Like I said, everybody was talking about him, and like he was involved with a lot of the famous bands that were there, and I just don't understand. Like maybe he's just really good, got really good connections.
Yeah, I have no idea. I know I missed 1056.
Brandon didn't.
No, Brandon was all about. He left us. And
Yeah,
He was like, fuck you
1056.
guys, dude. You guys missed out.
So I'm glad he liked him. I mean, that's something.
Yep.
I can't say much about it. I wish Brandon would have showed up for this to like give us a little bit of lowdown on that. Peyton Parrish didn't show up,
They did not show.
which did not hurt anyone's feelings. It hurt mine a little bit, but that's all right. I'll see him some other time maybe. We mentioned Kingdom of Giants had a set that was like...
Yeah, so we went over there. That's where me and Brandon went. And they were having technical difficulties, and nobody knew what was going on. So like, I mean, we were there for a solid 50. Like they were already 15 minutes into their set. Is how long we were. So that puts us there like a half hour. We were waiting for these guys, and finally we were like,
I
like
was gonna say that sucks for them
because Brand of Sacrifice was getting ready to go on. So we walked over to see Brand of Sacrifice. And God damn it, were they great! Oh, it was so awesome.
So he wasn't a fan of that one.
I know
remember
that
not
was
liking
that where we took the picture. Is that
Yeah,
where
you
Brandon
guys took a picture of me just sitting next to
you're
the fence,
against
like,
the
dude,
fence, dude, just
screw
like
this.
over it. They were fun, man.
I can't give a real like rating on him because I was out of it. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
I am so tired.
Yeah.
My back hurt. My back was real bad by the end.
Well,
of
and
this.
that's what I learned though too is like if we end up going again, which I'm trying, with our draft being in Vegas, it's a little more difficult financial wise, but I know we're trying to go. But I know I'm not going to be going up front. I learned, okay, my first year I was up front.
a lot.
I don't need to stay up front. Like
I
I'll
don't
probably
need to
go.
stand the whole time is my
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna go chill on the lawn. That's cool. You know what I mean? Let the young bucks go down there, man. I'm in
the young bucks.
mid-30s, dude. Like I'm too old for
I'm
that
not
shit.
mid-30s. I'm 34.
That's mid-30s.
No,
guys.
I'm early 30s.
Early 30s. Whatever, man.
Didn't see Stabbing Westward.
We didn't.
Didn't see I See Stars.
We watched them through the screens. They were
Yeah.
they were alright.
Did anyone? Well, we saw Cold, so we did see Cold.
We did see Cold.
What'd you think of Cold?
They were probably my biggest letdown of the weekend.
Yeah, mine too.
They were just straight up
No,
boring.
I think Mushroom Head was worse for me, but
That's
Cold
okay.
was pretty bad.
That's a good one. Mushroom Head was awful, but
Cold
it's
was
not. They weren't bad. They were
Yeah.
just they didn't move. They didn't do nothing. Like they were one of those bands that I was bitching or saying when we were going over the previews. Is like I paid money to come watch you perform for me. I like, and if you're just standing still, like dude, I could just go put your album on. You know, I could just find a live version of you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want you to perform for me. Like, come on, monkey. You know what I mean?
Dance monkey.
Dance, monkey, dance. Like, that's what
No.
it was for me. Like, and
I pooped during their set too.
you did.
Yeah.
And they didn't even play Stupid Girl. How the
Yeah.
hell do you not play your best song?
Yeah, it was just a weird set. I was not. Nah.
Yeah, we ended up we walked away.
Old
Like,
as hell too. They look just tired.
and that could be it. Like, which is weird because I don't feel like they're that old.
No, I don't think so either.
Unless they started old, which could be it. But that was a big letdown for me, was them not playing Stupid Girl. Like, out of anything, like, I was hoping they were gonna play that song. They didn't even do that. So
No. Era. Did you see Era?
no, we missed Era
We did
because
miss
of
Era
that
because
time.
We did the tour.
No, it was because of the time constraint with Kingdom of Giants.
Ah, yes.
Because and that what's led to that. Yeah, we did the prison tour, so they were
We did finally
playing.
do the prison tour on
What?
Sunday.
Yeah, we walked the tour, which that really wasn't that.
I love the prison tour, but I liked it because one, it was different. It kind of broke the monotony of the concert.
Yeah, it was like a little mental break.
It was cool to kind of imagine what that, because I mean the prison looked like old as hell. Like
Old
it was
as shit.
cool to look at.
Yeah.
There wasn't a whole lot of like variety. It was a prison.
Yeah, you pretty much just walk in, which was cool because the first thing you see when you walk in was that room.
The room from the movie, yeah.
The room from
Which
Shawshank where...
Apparently I was the only one who had seen it, so
yeah,
I'm glad everyone
is
else...
it Brooks, right? Brooks
Brooks
Haynes
was here,
Yeah,
yeah.
Brooks was here.
Yeah.
And Red.
It was like the apartment from the movie, yeah.
Yeah, the apartment of them. Yeah, that was the legit scene where they shot that. So that was pretty cool. I mean, I didn't understand at the time. I ended up watching the movie when I got home.
I'll tell you what, though, everyone watched it when they got home, and you guys loved it,
Yeah, it was a
right?
good-ass movie. Yeah.
It's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, guys, Shawshank Redemption, seriously, like...
Yeah, it's a long-ass movie, but it's a great
is.
movie.
It's amazing.
It had me in the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, going through everything else, I mean, it was cool where they're like,
set
paranormal
himself on
activity was
fire.
spotted here, and like there was a cell. This person lit himself on fire here, but like other than that, it was just a bunch of jail cells. It was all the same thing, and apparently we missed the cell that is shot in the movie because you can tell that in the movie you can tell they didn't shoot the movie there.
Right, yeah. Like, not all of it.
But there was a jail cell that they did shoot there in one scene, and it was I believe it was a scene that when he actually like dug the hole or whatever. I
Okay.
can't,
Yeah.
because people were posting on the pictures for the fan. It was like, bang, this is the scene that was shot here or whatever.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean the prison, it was cool for what it was.
It was free.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, apparently it costs a lot of money if you're not, like,
Yeah,
doing this.
costs
You
a
got to
shit
see
ton.
where all the tattoo artists were inside. That was cool.
I wouldn't. If we're being honest, though, I would not pay that much money to do that tour. And I'm
The
not
Blood
trying to ruin
Tour-
it for them. The Blood Tour would have been cool that we got screwed out of.
That would have been cool, yeah. Apparently you do a reservation for that, and then it doesn't matter. So
Yeah, because we did. We reservation for
Sure, the
3
hell out of it,
o'clock,
yeah, like-
but people can just jump in line and do whatever the hell they want to, and so we ended up missing that.
yeah, they got to probably fix that a little bit next year. Who
Yeah,
knows?
because I think if you have a reservation, then because that's what I mean. We paid money to do that
Tour, which we never got.
tour, and we never got to do it, and that was like an extra like $70 or I think it was almost $100.
Was it? Dude, that's annoying if that's true.
And
We
I
didn't
can't.
do it.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I'm pretty sure it was like an extra 100 to do the tour,
Jesus.
and then we didn't even get to do it. So,
But yeah, all in all, nice little break.
yep. And we
Going-
came out. Dropkick Murphys were playing when we
It
exited.
was Dropkick Murphys, yeah. So
Yeah.
I didn't get to really enjoy Dropkick.
Nope.
I've seen them before.
I never have, but you could hear them playing while we were on the inside. I mean, it wasn't anything.
Going up to Boston. Yeah, like you know what you're getting with Dropkick. So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. Bless the Fall.
Yeah,
What'd you
that
think?
was the first band Brandon
was the
watched
first one
when we got there. Brandon, that was all Brandon was dead set on. He's like, I don't care if we get there late, but I gotta watch. They were good, man. Like,
Dude, I liked them. They
Yeah.
played the song I wanted to hear.
yeah, they were. I seen them one other time at Warped Tour. They were better at Ink. Like,
I think
they
they're
were.
gonna keep getting bigger. I think
It was insane, dude.
people
Like,
loved them too.
yeah.
From ashes to new.
I don't have a lot to say on them. As I've said for a lot of the other bands I've noticed, I feel like because if I don't know if you saw their like setup, but they had a pretty crazy light show going, and I feel like it would have been more entertaining and stuff inside.
Oh,
Because
I can't remember anything about them.
No,
I really can't. Like, I can't even picture what this band looked like.
yeah, we didn't stick around long.
I was gonna say, I was like,
no.
nothing shot out to me.
That was you and Andrew sat down. That was when you and
Is that when we took
yeah,
our naps?
you guys were
dude.
sleeping during their set because me
Yeah.
and Brandon left because we were going to Of Mice and Men next.
What'd you think of Mice and Men?
Amazing. I've never gotten to see them before, and they were probably one of my favorite sets.
I remember listening to them though.
And this is what pissed me off, though. This is what made me mad, is because obviously it's Sunday, everyone's tired. A lot more people were getting hurt during their set. So
Yeah.
usually you would just stop, and then you would continue from where, you stop the song. But obviously with time constraints, every time that would happen, they would just right to the next song. And I was like, dude, that's bullshit. Like, they would only be like a minute into a song, and it's like you just lost out on 3 minutes of a song because, once again, people are crowd surfing. No one's paying attention. These people are getting fucking dropped.
Yeah.
So when that stuff starts happening, that's when I start to get irritated with the whole crowd surfing thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because now you're ruining this whole set for me. So like these guys, like they only played for like 20 minutes, and thankfully their
There's
last
a lot of stop and go. I remember hearing.
the last song, the bass player was just like, no, start this song over. Like we're gonna play this whole. It's the last song. Like
Yeah.
we're playing the whole song.
I don't blame
So,
'em.
but like I said, they're set with, from what they were able to play, they were phenomenal, dude. I will definitely the next time they're in the area go see them. You know what I mean? Like
Nice.
yeah, they were awesome for me.
Another one that Andrew really wanted to see, so we stuck around for him was Shadows Fall. What do you got?
I was disappointed.
You were disappointed in Shadows Fall.
I think everybody was disappointed. I don't think it's necessarily disappointed. I think it was
I know
you
one
opened
song.
up to the only
Yeah.
song everybody knows. You know what
Which, to be fair, I'm sure there's Shadows Fall fans out there, but yeah, that's the only one
you,
I knew.
You opened up to the Light That Blinds, which was badass. You opened
It
up
was
that set, and I was like,
badass.
"Holy shit, this is sweet!" And then that was it for
That's
me.
it.
Yeah, I
You
think
blew your load,
I think
man.
even Andrew too. I think even Andrew was just like,
He
"Eh,
was like, we can go.
yeah, we can go,
We can go.
yeah."
So yeah,
And granted, they are older, so I mean,
they've been around a long time, yeah. So I'm glad we got to see them. Just
yeah, I could say I
Not
saw
that-
Shadows
yeah.
Fall. You know what I mean? Check that one off.
I got
the
to see
list.
that song, and then we bounced.
Yep.
What about Sleeping with Sirens?
They were okay.
They were okay. That's about where I got on.
They did exactly what I said though. They sound just like
They sound exactly like they
their
do.
album.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sound just like, I'm like, yeah, they sound what they sound like. You know what I mean?
Kind of boring though.
Yeah.
Like I was watching them, I'm like, I could have been tired. I was kind of excited to see them, and I'm like, okay.
Yep.
It was one of those ones where I'm like, are you guys gonna end soon?
They weren't playing a lot of popular songs.
They
I
weren't.
think that's
There's a lot of
that's-
songs I just didn't know. I'm like,
Yeah.
just.
And that was
can
the
we
thing.
wrap
They were
this
trying to
up?
force, and I hate it when a band does that. Like, pick a song or two. You know what I mean? Pick a song or two.
Yeah, I want to hear some of your new
Get it
stuff,
out
but
there. You need to open up with something that everybody knows. Get everybody excited. Probably play one more that everybody knows, and then that's where you creep the. Hey, here's some new songs, and then we're just gonna finish the set out with a bunch of bangers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That everybody knows. Especially when
Classic
when you
bangers.
have as much music as you do, you're allowed to do that.
Yeah, for sure. And that leads us to Parkway Drive. I slept during this because that was when I was like, I gotta sleep if I want to stay awake for the last few bands, and I don't know any
Yep.
Parkway Drive. You do though.
Yeah,
right?
they were awesome. They were what I expected. They put on a hell of a show. They actually played a lot of
Okay.
new songs too that I really wasn't familiar with, but they did play like the in between and getting everybody hyped up, and the way they would go into a song was awesome for me, and they performed well.
I was say, looking at a lot of like the comments section on a lot of the sites afterwards, that was a lot of people's favorite performance. Of
Yeah,
the
they were
whole
amazing.
festival.
They're one where had they, I don't even know if I can confidently say this, I feel like it'd be more biased, but they probably could have headlined Sunday, and I would have been cool with it too.
I could see that. I mean, just based off of the crowd's reaction to
Yeah.
him, I could see that.
Yeah,
for sure.
I feel like, especially if they had a longer set, because once again, I feel like they're one of those bands that they're always a headliner now. It's very rare that you see them playing under somebody. So
it makes sense who they played under mostly.
yeah, for sure.
Mostly.
For sure. But no, I was satisfied with Parkway Drive. I can't wait to catch them indoors on the headliner. That'd be great. So Parkway, hurry up and come back.
And then we get to Bad Omens.
Yeah.
People love Bad Omens.
Dude,
They loved him.
They did.
Like there was people just like singing, like looking lovingly into each other's eyes. I looked behind us, and this couple was looking at each other like,
dude, there's like 3 couples or 4 couples that like
they were gonna fuck.
They
dude.
got engaged during their set.
Yeah, I mean, people were like
it was
creaming
weird.
their jeans for this band,
Dude, it
and
was
I'm like,
weird.
dude, I do not get it.
And that's what I was gonna say. Like, I still stand up. I don't see the big fucking deal. Like they, you know what I mean? Like they were that band of the whole day. Like the one band, I was just like, God, is their set over yet? Like,
Dude, it was
please.
so long, dude. They
Yeah.
had to give them extra time. I know they didn't, but it felt
Yeah,
like
it felt like it was their set was never gonna end. I was like, oh my God, just shut up.
But I
Like,
get why they are so high, though. People love them, man.
Yeah,
And
it-
that's the first time I felt like, dude, I'm too old for this fucking shit. Because I am not in the majority that likes Bad Omens. Like, they're okay.
Yeah, it's not like they were bad. I just, once again, everyone's
They
going
played
bad
great,
shit
yeah. But
crazy.
holy shit, they were crazy about it, man. Like, so I'm like, this explains why everyone wants
And I thought
Bad
it was
Omens.
weird. They all came out with fucking black ski masks on for some reason for like the
Yeah.
first 2 songs, and then he rips his mask off and stares out into the, and everyone's like, ah!
I'm sure I heard something about, like, something serious happened in his life or something. I don't know enough about it to even bring
Yeah,
it up,
I was reading up on that too. Yeah,
But I'm like,
everyone's like, you could tell he wasn't himself, and I'm like,
yeah, it's like, that's great. Like, and I'm happy that people enjoyed it because they put on a show for people that liked him.
yeah,
I'm just not. I don't have a whole lot to say.
yeah.
Because
I'm
of
gonna leave it
that.
at that because I don't want to start insulting people. But
No, but it
like,
was they were solid in what you're looking for.
their
for Bad
light show.
Omens.
Like they had cool ass stage stuff.
It was, yeah. Their lights were going like crazy,
Yeah.
like,
and it was
people
where it was
liked
getting dark enough to where you could kind of see it. It was where the light shows actually start to show up.
them. Yeah, it's starting to get dark. And then the last one on the Redemption stage shows up, and that is Skillet. So Skillet shows up. Did not realize that. I guess I don't know a whole lot of Skillet. Last time I listened to Skillet, I was in like high school. Religious, like they have tinges of religious stuff to them. I don't think they like force that down people's throats though or anything. So.
They don't. But there was a moment where, like, because I was watching them, and that was where you guys went up to watch them. That was my nap time. It was during Skillet.
Yeah, Skillet. We didn't last long
But-
though.
The part where I was just like, all right, I'm cool with it was, or I'm done with it, was when, for some reason, dude, I don't know why, I don't know what sparked in the dude's head at the time, or thought it was a great moment for it, but he just, like, he said something, and I can't remember what it was, and everyone's like, yeah, and he walked over, and apparently the guitar player was his wife.
Yeah, they're
dude,
husband and wife.
he grabbed her, like, aggressively, like, kissed her really damn hard for some reason. I was like, that was, like, just weird to me.
Feel like a monster.
Yeah, dude, it was an odd thing. Like it wasn't like a nice, like, I love you kiss. It was like, he grabbed her by the head, was like, like smashed his face into her face. And I was just like,
I'm all about monogamy.
you know what I mean? Like, so that was weird. I was like, okay, I'm going to go to bed. Like, I'm going to
Their
pass
drummer
out
was
now.
good though too. The one that did the backing vocals.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
was
I mean,
good.
they were good for what they were. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I'm not a big Skillet guy. They did play Monster, and I appreciated it.
Yeah, they played Monster, played Hero. At one point, he put like fire extinguishers on his hands and started spraying smoke. Like he looked like a supervillain from like a '90s like cartoon on like 4Kids or something. But I will say that by the end of their show, I gained a new respect because apparently they're a very hardworking band, and I read up on them a little bit and why they're called Skillet. It's because they just took a bunch of flavors of everybody in the band and threw it in together like a skillet, like a breakfast skillet. Because I'm like, why the fuck would you call yourself Skillet? It's like, hey, my name is Cooking Pot. So
This one's called mashed potatoes.
like no, so no, it was good. Not good enough for me to want to see him again though. I'm good. I'm good on Skillet.
I saw them. Yep,
I will say they were very family friendly, though. It felt like too.
They were.
Like, there were a lot of kids on shoulders.
But listen, they were not paying attention to the crowd because somebody got messed up. I think that was when someone broke their neck.
Yeah, I think so.
Someone
too.
broke their neck, and dude, everybody in the crowd, X's, and they were, dude, he was just staring at him and like, yeah, you know, and it was just like, no,
Fuck
you
the
need to
devil.
stop the set because somebody's fucked up. That's why you think everyone's going, nah, hail, like Satan's bad. Like, no, that's not what they were doing. They were trying to let you know that somebody was hurt.
Yeah.
And you
that happened to a few bands, though. That
completely
wasn't just
blew it
Skillet.
off.
I saw a few, except the Offspring, which stopped completely. Like,
Yeah.
And then we get to the final band
The
of the night,
finale, dude.
Shinedown. Tell me, what'd you think of Shinedown going into
So
it?
here it is. I'm gonna lay it all out. I'm just gonna get what I have to say off of it right now. So I was not a Shinedown fan going in. Like, I mean, I know a few songs. You know what I mean? I still kind of am that way. I found some more songs that I do like after that set. But I actually go looking for them now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, I know the song now and I've heard it and I want to listen to it.
Yeah.
So they were the best band of the entire weekend. They put on the best show I've ever seen. They are the best band, the best concert I've ever seen.
They were amazing.
Yeah,
dude.
It was amazing. My favorite part of their set was the light thing.
Oh, where they
When
ask
they
everyone.
what song was
It was Symptom of Being
Symptom of Being Human. Yeah, it was cool because he did a big speech about it. Like, hey, we're all human. Everybody messes up. Nobody's perfect, you know. And he was just very, like, hard and true about that, you know. Like, you guys got to learn to start forgiving each other. You got to stop living on hate. You know, everyone's going to mess up. You mess up. I mess up. Everybody messes up. But it's forgiving, you know, that is at the end of the day is what makes it awesome. And he told everyone to turn their cell phone lights on or a lighter, dude. And as soon as they were starting, man, he said, I need whatever their light guy was. He was like, hey, kill the lights, dude. And they did. They killed every light in that bitch. And that
Except
was
you
lit
couldn't
up.
even tell.
Yeah, you couldn't even tell. They turned the lights off and it was so bright. You just turn and look and it was awesome, dude. Like,
Yeah.
it was probably the most epic thing I've ever seen. Like,
Dude, it was so cool. I've seen him do something like that before to a different song a long time ago when I first saw him, before this song came out. Nothing like this. This was a whole new... I've never seen that many people all at once, because there wasn't that many last time.
They sold out, right? That's what they said. They
Yeah,
sold
it
out.
was
There was
sold out show.
27,000 people, and I promise you, at least 25,000 people had their fucking cell phone lights on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That
And
was the coolest thing I've ever seen.
synchronized when he started moving
Yeah.
his hand. Everyone's phones moved with it. It
Yep.
was...
It was
he controlled the audience
Yeah.
really well.
he did. Like, they hands down were the best the entire weekend.
Oh, it was so much fun. They were so good. They open up with Devil, which is the
Yep.
one we reviewed.
Yep.
And as soon as they open up, just fireworks.
Yeah, fireworks.
Just-
Dude, fireworks were really loud though, dude. Like when the ones on stage,
yeah.
they pop. It was like pop, and I was
Yeah.
like, God damn.
What was cool though is like as soon as you saw that for their opener, you're like, dude, you used all your fireworks now. There's no way you don't have more coming.
Nope. The whole set.
So I was ready for it, and then they go into diamond eyes and like shoot fireworks in the sky that are sparklies like diamonds.
Devil
dude.
was the one where he's like, it's about to get heavy,
Yeah,
right?
and
That's that
and
song.
then
Yeah,
it
dude.
bashed,
Yeah. Yeah, that was a hell of a way to open the set, dude. It was, God, they were so good.
They were. It was really good. And then this isn't just them. Godsmack did this. I think Breaking Benjamin did too. Out of all the three headliners, they would talk about something really important to them, whether it be mental health, suicide awareness. I think Godsmack had it on the piano.
Yep. His,
So Shinedown's
theirs was
was
about
about
losing people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he mentioned a whole thing about like, hey, we've lost Dimebag, we've lost Amy Winehouse, we've lost Chris Cornell.
Yeah, he was listening
That
to all the
was Sully,
people
yeah.
to suicide, yeah.
So-
Well, Dimebag wasn't suicide.
No, but just in general.
Yeah, in
things
general,
like
just
that.
losing people, yeah.
And then or even the Shinedown doing it with mental health awareness too. And I just thought that was really cool to see them kind of break into these type of things because they've gotten so big. Shinedown was another one that I remember when they first came out, and now they've been around not as long as Godsmack, but they've been around a long time, and they're now like superstars.
Yeah.
But he acts
And
like
yeah,
he has to
Yeah, like
bring
I'm a
everyone up with
voice.
him.
I have to make sure that, and
Rock
what I
stays
like too
alive.
is he made it very, very clear too. He goes, "This isn't our show. This is your show. Like
Yeah.
we're up here because of you. So
Oh, he had that Memphis accent where he's like, "Yeah, this is all about you. This is
It's all-
coming on
yeah.
it." Yeah, like
Yeah.
you can tell he's from Tennessee, but no, it was a hell of a show, and they ended it with like a grand finale of fireworks.
Yeah,
with the song. What was the song they closed with? Do you remember?
didn't it cut the cord? Isn't that
It's
how-
cut the cord. Yeah,
it's
'cause,
cut
like,
the cord.
He mentioned beforehand, like, "Hey, I know you guys been asking about this. Everyone, I keep
can
hearing."
hear you saying in the crowd, they're not. I go all this way. You're not going to play my song.
He's like, "We're gonna play your song," and then he broke in to cut the cord, and the whole crowd just went crazy.
Lost
as soon
their
as
mind,
dude. Awesome. It was just
Because he's like, got that car, bam,
bam,
fireworks.
fireworks everywhere. Dude, if you have not seen Shinedown,
Go see
I
Shinedown.
don't care if you like rock music. I don't care if you think they're too light.
Look
or
at that's
too
what
heavy.
I'm telling you is I went in like I don't see the big deal with Shinedown. I see the big deal with Shinedown. Like I said,
Yeah,
like,
they're awesome. And and I know you didn't like 45 when they first came out. They played that song, but they didn't like linger on that stuff.
Yeah, they did.
moved past it.
very fast.
They did Shinedown. They did Simple Man.
Yep.
Shinedown
That was
Simple
cool,
Man.
too.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some lighting in the crowd and stuff, and like
Yep.
they did a lot of new ones, like Symptom of Being Human. They ended it with like they have such a discography that you can go for a long time with them. So, I mean, Monster. They did Enemies. They did. They've so many. Sound of Madness.
Sound of Madness.
Like, a lot of like upbeat songs too. They didn't play a bunch of slow.
See, they
ones.
didn't play a lot of the upbeat ones though until like later in the set.
They did right at the beginning. They play their slow, and then they
Yeah,
ended it
exactly
with-
like I said.
Yeah.
They introduced a lot of new. They opened with some ones people knew
But
because they
even
played.
this-
Because what they opened up with Devil, which was
opened Devil.
a new one, a newer one, but then they went right into 45. That's
Yeah, I
how
think
fast they played.
Well, they did one in between. I think it was like State
Was
of
it?
My Head.
Oh,
Which is
yeah,
a
State of
different
My,
album. So they
State of
hit
My.
something from
Yeah.
every album though. Almost.
Yeah.
I didn't hear any from.
I was ready to walk away though when they were playing 45.
They even did the one that got popular on the pop stations. The what is that song called?
I don't know.
It's the one that got really popular. I don't know, like something
Okay.
about Haley's Comet or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's the one I got sound of.
Yeah, you got Sound for Your Wife or whatever on it.
Yeah, I did.
But yeah, awesome show. Ended. We went out to the parking lot. Guess who was there? It wasn't Silly Goose. No one
There
was
was
there.
nobody
last
there.
night. Silly Goose went to the campground for
They did for the last
incarceration.
night. Yep.
So, if you were at the campground, you got to see Silly Goose. Instead, we got to see Silly Lady with her top off walking next to us the whole way there. So
yeah.
she's just like walking topless.
And
like,
she,
oh.
and and I will say, like for most of the festival too, like chicks are walking with their tits out, but they had something over their nipples.
Yeah, not
This
by the
chick
last
did
day,
not.
dude.
This chick did not. She was walking with her titties out, and she was smashed, and
Just
she.
talking about, this is my first concert. I'm
Yeah.
like, whoo.
But what was weird is they were very open about what they were on their way to go do.
Oh yeah, her boyfriend, this other
Some
guy,
random
yeah.
guy is just like, I'm gonna get fucked up, and they're like, yeah, you are. I was like, yeah,
They were-
you're
yeah.
in for a night of your life.
Yeah, something's happening. I don't know what's going on. Yes, I do. But no, had that going on. We were on our way out. Some guys climbed on cars as they're driving out.
Yeah,
Like,
the whole way out. Yeah,
just fucking crazy. But a lot of good memories at this place. I mean, you go back and you see people talk about Fred Flintstone, some guy dressed up as Fred Flintstone who had his parts out apparently.
Yeah,
and
he got kicked
banned.
out.
Yeah.
yeah, kicked out
So that
because
was
he
a
was laying there,
big
and
event.
yeah. But dude, wear
All
underwear.
dude.
Wear
Wear the
underwear.
underwear, number one, but number two, the women there were not wearing much, so
Yeah.
I
Well, it's titties are different than balls.
they are, but at the same time, like, read the room. Like, wear your
Yeah.
underwear. If you don't like it, like, there's gonna be kids there. Like, people are gonna bring their kids,
Yeah.
but also when you bring your kids, like,
You also got to be
You're a rock
aware.
concert,
You-
yeah,
dude.
like-
You were literally bringing your kids to a crazy festival.
yeah,
You
you're
know
not
what I
going to
mean?
the Wiggles, man.
Yeah,
Like,
you're-
this
yeah.
is Wiggles on ice. You're gonna see some shit.
Yeah, you be prepared. Like what we saw Freddy Krueger. There was people dressed up. Like there was a girl crowd surfing like all day Saturday or Sunday dressed like Dora the Explorer.
Yeah, Dora the Explorer. I
Yeah.
saw someone dressed like Megan, that little robot kid.
Yep.
She was a kid. Like, she was like crowd surfing on somebody. Like, they were holding her up as they were crowd surfing.
Yeah.
Crazy shit.
Yeah, dude. But what's awesome, dude, and I will. So overall, I love the festival. I can't wait to do it again. I will go if I can't go next year. I'm going
Yeah, I would like to go again.
I will
I'd
be
like to
going
bring my
again.
wife and show her.
Yeah.
because she likes a lot of these bands too.
So
some.
overall, I had a blast. I mean, it was cool. I'm glad we got to
Worth
hang
it,
out.
yeah.
You know, good to on a personal level get to know Andu a little bit better too. Because for me, he's more of a newfound friend. So that was cool. Yeah, great time.
I even got to see Hitchhiker guy.
Yeah, Hitchhiker
I
guy.
saw him.
Yeah.
He was in line for water, but I'm not about to ask for
My
your...
one takeaway, though, if you want to make this festival great for me, is like I understand pushing prices on stuff.
Jeez, the prices, dude.
But that is my only negative thing is like I get pushing you up on prices. I get it. But when
To an extent.
when you were on our end where you weren't like if you camped there, you were allowed to come and go as you please. We were not allowed to, so we were forced to pay. Like when Andu got that Philly cheesesteak, I was like, because I wanted to get one, and when he told me like this Philly cheesesteak was in a hot dog bun. You know what I mean? It wasn't like
Yeah.
a bigger. It was a legit hot dog size bun, Philly cheesesteak. He paid $26.
That's wild, dude.
There's no way. There is no fucking way.
I can't believe he stuck with it.
Yeah,
think at
like
that
I
point
would
he
have
just-
said no, thank you.
Well, he's going to be non-confrontational.
I know he was, but
Yeah, it's
like,
wild.
but that's my thing is like that was I feel like that was a bit of taken advantage of, and the bad part too, which they did correct on Sunday finally. But when the whole tip culture thing is such a stupid thing to me,
Well,
and
yeah.
eventually all these vendors got caught. They were
Hitting the
they
tips
they just took your
themselves.
card and they weren't flipping the screen no longer. They were just max tipping themselves. So you just got overcharged for, like I said, Powerade was $6. So if I bought two,
small
that's
one.
that's $12, and then you just max tipped yourself at $7.
So you're looking at, like $19-$20 for these two baby Powerades.
Yeah, for two baby Powerades. Like that's my thing. Is like
Yeah.
that was uncalled for. It was unnecessary.
I didn't
Like,
tip at all.
Yeah. Well, I did occasionally. Like if I messed up like that, I wasn't going to on Saturday.
I
but
would if it
I
was
ended
like...
up knocking some cups over and knocking a whole fifth
Oh, yeah, if I
down,
did
and I
something
was
like
like,
that,
yeah,
yeah.
my bad, you know.
I'm tipping you, yeah, for sure.
So, but yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, the festival is great. I think taking advantage of people like that isn't fair. I don't,
No.
people just paid a shit ton of money to come to this thing, and like, because we paid a pretty penny to
Yeah. a
to
lot
go
of
to this
people,
thing.
Yeah, we're paying a lot. And I think that in general, like, we're calling out this tip culture and these vendors that were acting that way. Not all of them were, though.
They weren't. There were some great people.
There
I
was
mean,
a lot of great people there.
Yeah.
There was a lot of... I will say, for being metal shows, they get bad names a lot of the times. Super friendly people.
Everybody there,
Super
everybody
friendly.
there, and
Yeah.
that's what I was trying to tell you. Because I mean, I've done them before. I've played music festivals.
And see,
like,
I've been to one, and it was super friendly there, too.
yeah,
So, like, this is...
it's a like when people say metal family, like that's really what it means. Like when you're at one of these things, like I mean, you're gonna have your few
Yeah, you're
people
gonna
that
have
come.
assholes.
Yeah, they just show up to be an ass. But usually, it's like a big family. Everyone looks out for one another. Everyone's taking care of one another. You know, like
Yeah. It was...
yeah,
It was
And
definitely fun to be there with everyone, do all that stuff.
like strangers just walk up and talk to you like they've known you for 10 years. You know, because everybody's just there having a good ass
Yeah,
time.
people offered me like joints constantly, like
Yeah,
in the
dude.
crowd. I'm like, dude,
Brandon was sitting
Brandon
there.
kept handing it to me. I'm like, dude, what? I already said no, and then I'm like, here. He's like, no, pass it,
Pass it, just pass it.
Oh
dude.
shit,
Yeah,
here,
that's what it is.
Send
Yeah.
it back.
Yeah.
So that was fun, but yeah. Any other things you want to mention about the festival?
No, I appreciate it. I'm glad that we found that festival. I really am. Like I was sketchy on it first, and I was like, that's a lot of money. But I think if they were to fix the overcharge prices on the food inside,
Good luck with that.
I know, it would probably be it still probably is the best festival for me. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, I'd like to try some other ones maybe down the road, like Larger Than Life or
Louder Than Life,
Louder
or
Than
Sonic
Life, yeah.
Temple.
Sonic Temple. There's a lot in the area. So
There
like
is.
Ohio area, like right in the
Michigan
middle
Metal
area.
Fest is great. I'm gonna shout out Michigan Metal Fest. We've played that one a lot. Steve does a great job. Steve and Jeff, they do a great job running that festival. And if you haven't been to that, I go to that. I mean, it's not 3 days; it's 1 day, but it's
It's getting a name for itself.
yeah,
We had
they
people there
do a
who
great
knew it.
job. Like Steve does a great job at controlling everything, making sure everything's running smooth, and he even has time for his band to,
In general,
go up and play.
I was gonna say music in general. Any festival of music, you could do Electric Forest. You could do like country music festival. I know they have Faster Horses up in Michigan.
Yeah, well, they used to do I don't know if they do the birthday bash anymore.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but like I just like the music. Like music is like emotion, the sound of emotions in a way.
Yeah.
So it's just fun time.
Music. What is that? What was that saying? I found it way back in the day. It's music is what feelings sound like. That's what.
You're gonna make me cry. Don't do that here. But you're right. I mean, you're right though. Like that is, and I think that it's something that brings people together, as we saw at this festival. So, that's all I got for today.
That's all I have too. Yeah.
So
thanks for hanging
Wolf
out.
again, Badge again. We will see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging.
Wolf out.